Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the classroom. Now today what do we have? Al-Maddatu Al-Lughatu Al-Arabiya. One more time. Al-Maddatu Al-Lughatu Al-Arabiya. So our madda for today, our subject is Al-Lughatu Al-Arabiya, just like last time. And our topic is what? At-Ta'aruf. At-Ta'aruf means what? Acquaintance or getting to know each other. So in Arabic we have what? At-Ta'aruf, just like we do in English. It is a basic human what? Interaction whereby you get to know someone. So today we are going to introduce a topic where two people meet up and then they introduce one another or they introduce themselves. Now we are going to start from here. So Al-An, what do we do? Right now, what do we do? Tashkilun Nas. We are going to put in all the what? The marks, the diacritical marks. Add all the wasula and then we continue, right? So let's start from the top. Al-Madda. And then Al-Mawdu. Now, these two, like I said, Al-Lughatul Arabiyya. Two. And then At-Ta'aruf. Then we have what? Which lesson is this? Lesson 2 of the classroom session. So, Ad-Darsu Thani. Ad-Darsu Thani. So, Ad-Darsu Thani. Lesson number 2. Now let's get on with it. Ad-Darsu Thani. Now we are going to put in the what? The marks for all of these. But first, let us read it and see if we can read it without the marks. See also, try yourself to read it without any of the what? Marks. Let's see. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. كيف حالك؟ أنا بخير. ما اسمك؟ اسمي بابا. وأنت ما اسمك؟ اسمي بوبا. One more time. السلام عليكم وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالك؟ أنا بخير. ما اسمك؟ اسمي بابا. وأنت ما اسمك؟ اسمي بوبا. So now that's our lesson. This is the what? Nas, like we said the last time. So, هذا هو النص. This is the what? The text, the body of message we are going to what? Be explaining or breaking down today. So now, after the short break, we start the explanation. So now, let us continue. So, Assalamu alaikum. Then here, وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالك؟ أنا بخير. ما اسمك؟ اسمي بابا. وأنت ما اسمك؟ اسمي بوبا. So now, this is the lesson. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. كيف حالك؟ أنا بخير. ما اسمك؟ اسمي بابا. وأنت ما اسمك؟ اسمي بوبا. And then we have our words, our full stop. Now let's start from the top. Assalamu alaikum. We all know the meaning of this. Assalamu alaikum basically means peace be upon you, or may the peace of Allah be upon you, or may you be in peace. Either way, or any way you decide to translate this, but it's basically asking for Allah's peace to prevail upon you. Now, wa alaykum assalam, which is the default response to that. You say, why don't we say just assalamu alayka and we say kum? Because here we are talking out of courtesy. So in an official setting, you're supposed to what? Address a person with kum, even if it is one person. Normally you say assalamu alayka when you're talking informally. Informally you just say assalamu alayka or assalamu alayki. But because it's a formal word setting, you're saying assalamu alaykum, even though it is one person I'm talking to. Then wa alaykum assalam, same thing back. May the peace of Allah be upon you too. And then wa rahmatullah, and then the mercy of Allah. The mercy of Allah. So this is a whole what prayer that is in the greeting or salutation of what Muslims and of Islam. So that sets a precedent and it explains why Muslims are inherently guided towards mercy and compassion of Allah, and also to have compassion for one another. Huh? Man la yarhamu an-nas la yarhamuhu Allah. He who does not have mercy towards the people or for the people, Allah does not have mercy for that person. So that is what we are stating right here, just within our greeting. Now let's move on. Wa barakatuhu. So, and what? And his blessings. So not only may the peace of Allah prevail upon you, and not only his mercy, but also his what? Blessings. So only by virtue of what? Greeting, we have said an immense prayer that is unmatchable in any regard. Do you understand how beautiful Islam is? Just listen to this. Just meeting a person off of the first sentence, you are telling the person, may peace and mercy and blessings of Allah prevail upon you. That is such a beautiful thing and it's so profound. Now let's move on. Kayfa haluk. You see, the Arabs are such a people who they would want to ask about you, and then instead of asking directly about you, they ask about your state of being. Hal means the state in which you are. So, كيف حالك? What is the state in which you are? Are you in a good state? Are you in a beautiful state? Then he says, Ana بخير. Khair means good, basically, but it can pass for a lot of things. So, Ana بخير, I am doing well, or I am good, or I am fine. So it means he's literally saying his state of being is fine, and it's all dependent upon what? His faith. You understand? You could be doing really bad and you still say Ana بخير. That is not a what? It's not a false statement, as some people would say. They say, why would you say you are doing good even though you are not fine? You are supposed to say what? You are doing well because at least you are alive or you have breath. Do you understand? So, كيف حالك? أنا بخير. So, what is your state of being, or how are you doing? أنا بخير. I am fine. You understand? Now let's pause and then come back so we can continue with the last sentence and explain something intricate. Now we move on to the last part of what? Our text. So what is the explanation for the last part? Masmuka. What is your name? This ka with fatha means we are talking to a what? A male, a masculine figure. So masmuka, what is your name? You will hear some people say ma ismuka. That's another way of saying it. But in Fusha Arabic, which is our modern standard Arabic, which is the most official form of Arabic, it is best you say masmuka, because this alif you see here, it's not what hamzatul qat', it is what hamzatul wasl. So it means once there is a what? A prior diacritical mark like fatha here, you are joining it directly to what? The sukoon of this scene. So instead of saying ma ismuka, this alif doesn't have any mark on it. So you just put them together and say masmuka. Do you understand? Instead of saying ma ismuka, you rather say masmuka, which is the most correct one. Masmuka, that's the correct way of saying it. Then the response is ismi. Okay, you say why does it have this alif have kesra here? Because C was originally the first letter, but then because sukun here cannot start a word in Arabic, they would have to introduce an alif, which they would give a mark depending on which word it is. And here it has kesra. That's why you have the word ismun. But that alif there is added. Do you understand? So instead of ma ismuke, you say masmuke. But here it is the first letter, so you say what? Ismi. So that's why you answer with ismi. Masmuka ismi Baba. My name is Baba. Do you understand? Which is my name, Baba. And then wa anti. Now meaning the person who is asking masmuka is initially a lady, or it's actually a lady. So she's a girl, and now Baba is asking that girl what her name is. Wa anti. You remember we learned in the previous lessons that we have anta, anti, and tuma among our pronouns, right? So here we are addressing again anti. So wa anti, and you masmuki. Now you see the difference, ka and ki. It means we are talking to a girl. Wa anti, and you masmuki. What is your name? Ismi Boba. Some would think it is Boba, but in Senegal we have different names. We have the same spelling, but you pronounce it differently whether it's a girl or a boy. So this would be written Boba, just like it is here. But then if it's a guy, you say Buba, which is one name for guys. There's one name like Bubakar, Abubakar, you can call him Buba. And then there's a name which is specifically called Buba, or a name which is specifically Buba. But for a girl, they have some name called, or some name introduced as Boba, which is the one I'm using here. So my two subjects for this whole conversation, on this short dialogue, are what? Baba and Boba. Do you understand? Wa anti. And you, masmuki. What is your name? Ismi Boba. My name is Boba. So this is it. Now we are going to go through the whole thing and translate everything as a summary. Okay? So let's get it. So now let's go through the whole thing. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Wa alaikum assalam. Peace be upon you too. Wa rahmatullahi. And the mercy of Allah. Wa barakatuhu. And His blessings. Kayfa haluka. How are you doing, or how are you? Ana bi khairin. I am fine. Masmuka. What is your name? Ismi Baba. My name is Baba. Wa anti masmuki. And you, what is your name? Ismi Boba. My name is Boba. Do you understand? So this is the whole thing. If you have any questions from this session, put them in the comments, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to keep the page or the channel going. Now I'll see you another time. Assalam.